I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals. While drinking booze.
Cheers! Okay, here we are.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi.
Happy Monday.
Hi. It is Monday.
You know what's weird is that we say Monday and then people listen on any day they want.
Yeah.
Poor Chels, you're so hungover.
I'm so hungover. And then Lauren gives me a shot of vodka. So
That's because that's what you're supposed to do. They call that
hair of the dog.
hair of the dogs.
I don't understand that saying.
Why?
Why is it hair of the dog? What does that mean? What does that have to do with drinking?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up, but if I had to guess, it's because when you're passed out, you fall on the floor, and when you wake up, you have dog hair on you.
No, that's a horrible no.
Then what do you think it is?
Hey, Google, what does hair of the dog mean?
Here's the definition of hair of the dog. An alcoholic drink taken to cure a hangover.
Yeah, but where does it come? Should I say origin?
Yeah, you need to be specific with her.
Okay, Google, origin of hair of the dog saying.
Here are the top search results.
Oh, I hate those when you have to read them.
I know.
It sucks.
Jesus. If I wanted to read and type stuff in, I wouldn't talk to her, but I want to talk to her.
Doesn't it suck to be an adult and like a parent and hungover at the same time?
Yeah, because
a hangover on a regular day is just bummer, right?
Right. I feel like a horrible person. Like I feel like I question everything that I've done in my life when I'm hungover and I have to be a mom. It's like, what am I doing with my life? I definitely think that. It's like, oh my God, all my life choices are terrible. I should go back to college. It's bad. I don't want to read this. I'm hungover. I don't want to read Wikipedia right now.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to. Cheers.
I am hungover. Yesterday we had I hosted.
That's another thing that happens is you get liquid brain. Your brain just doesn't work right. You go to say a word, it just won't come out like it just did with you.
Thanks.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, feel fine.
I didn't realize how tired I was last night. I hung out with some friends after a show that I produced and I booked and I hosted, and it was a rap battle in Sacramento, and it was a really, really fun time. And my friends from Sacramento came, and then we went back to his house or their house, and we played pool all night, and we just, he brought out his guitar, so me and his wife were like singing. I mean, it was
great.
So much fun. And I didn't realize how tired I was until I'm talking with his wife, and I'm realizing that my contribution to the conversation, whether it be a statement or a question, has absolutely nothing to do with the topic that we're discussing. And that's when I know my brain is shutting down and telling me, go lay down and stop talking with humans.
You're like physically there, but mentally you're just
and
checked
out.
And
I felt like I had the look on my face, like, yeah, I'm totally in this right now. And then she would say something like we were talking about our kids or something, and then I'm like, yeah, well, when the garbage man leaves your recycling behind, and it's like it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I have that realization where I'm like, I sound like I'm having a stroke. I'm going to go to bed. So that was that. So then I was supposed to go work out today. That did not happen. I stayed in Sacramento. And then
which is good. And
then she made me like coffee and breakfast. And I was like, I love you so much. Thank you. So, yeah, it was a really, really good night followed by a really good morning. I just don't feel 100%.
It's not back yet.
I'm just not back yet.
Maybe Lauren, by the end of this show.
Lauren did give me, alongside with the shot of vodka, ibuprofen. So I did have that.
Yeah, that for sure by the end of this show, you should be like A+.
Yeah, singing and dancing, and we'll figure out the audio situation. Perfect. Yay.
That's something to talk about. I'm so over technology.
I know. It's like, it's such a good thing. Like, it's got these good good qualities, bad qualities. You know what I mean? And if you don't know how to fix the bad qualities, then it's all bad.
Yeah, it's like you ask Google. Maybe that's what we should do. Google, how the heck do you fix the audio on Adobe Audition?
Hey, so my phone does that now. If I say, okay, Google, it just pops up. Look.
There it goes.
See?
That's creepy.
I know.
Never make that a safe word.
What
or maybe do make that a safe word.
What if I named my son Google, like Alexa?
No Google. Not Google.
Right.
Google.
Don't scold my phone. It's going to think it's in trouble.
Do not touch that.
Stop. My phone's so sensitive.
No, they used to worry about like the phone lines picking up, your life outside. And now literally we hold phones in our pockets that pick up our whole entire life. I feel like we talked about that on the show too. When you look something up and it just shows up in your like Facebook feed or something.
Yes.
Sometimes some things will show up and I'm like, who in my family was looking that up?
Right. I
super uncomfortable.
And I want to look stuff up because they give you just a little bit of a peek of something and you're like, man, that's cool. But I know if I click on it, I'm going to get ads until I'm 92. And so it's like, I don't want ads till I'm 92.
Right.
I just want to know how much it costs and what the shipping is. Like, don't punish me.
Is it on sale? Can I get a bargain? That's what I want to know.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
Lauren had a good weekend.
We celebrated Danilo.
Yes.
We celebrated Danilo's 40th. He's old. He's old as dirt now.
He is. He got a book of farts.
Yeah.
See that?
Which is convenient.
It's great.
I don't mind them because they don't smell near as bad as his farts actually smell.
Yeah, it's a book of farts. That's what you do for old guys. You get them beer, fart books. And
yeah, he got a kazoo.
Oh, hell yeah.
He didn't know how to do it. That was a fun thing.
He didn't know how to do a kazoo?
He didn't know how to do a kazoo.
Really?
Yeah. It was fun because he was already wasted and I did the kazoo. And I handed it to him. I said, now you try. And he couldn't do it. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? He goes, it's broken. I said, let me see. And then I did it again. And he was like, you could see his brain just like, what's going on? And it was the simplest.
He didn't know you have to hum? Or he was just blowing into it?
He was just blowing into it.
That is so
stupid. It was funny. And so, yeah, he woke up in the bathtub, which is what he does when he has a little too many. But you know what? It was his party. And we were home and he was safe. And so whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a little too much to drink, honey. It's fine.
That's what parties are for, Like you were the hostess and it was his party, so it's like he's supposed to mingle and go around and, catch up with people and have too much to drink. And that's what parties are for.
Yeah. I am pretty proud. I ordered pizzas because I didn't want him to have to barbecue. I think we talked about that on the show.
Yes.
And I literally ordered the perfect amount. There was just enough pizza left over the next day for each of the kids to have a couple pieces, and then that was it.
That's phenomenal.
So it was like perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
I am sad I have a bunch of koozies left. I made him personalized koozies. So maybe we'll have to give those away on the show. If anybody wants a koozie, go ahead and
we'll never send it out,
me.
But you can go ahead and wish. Mm-hmm. So
you know what's screwed up is that a lot of people who won the last thing were at my house this weekend.
Oh, whoops. God, man.
I can't do it all. You know what? I'm quickly realizing I cannot do it all. I am pretty good at juggling, keeping all the balls and the plates in the air on a regular day, but I am dropping balls here and there. Heck, this morning was Danilo's birthday and I forgot to say happy birthday.
Right.
Because I was working.
Right.
Before I got out of bed, yes, I work in the morning before I get out of bed. It's a perk to owning your own business. But it makes me forget life, I guess.
Yes.
And that's just a bummer.
Yes.
All Chelsea is going to say this whole episode is yes.
Yes. I completely zoned out for a second.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I could tell. You need to take that shot so you'll feel better.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah, take that shot.
What does that mean?
You were going to look it up.
I know, but I don't want to read.
I'll read it. Ugh. I can read. So how do you do it?
Okay. Hair of the dog. Dun, dun, boom.
Okay. For short, hair of the dog
the
that
expression
bit you.
Originally referred.
And then she's reading it.
Well, you were reading the wrong part.
Okay.
Go.
The expression originally referred to a method of treatment of a rabid dog bite by placing hair from the dog in the bite wound.
Ew!
Yeah, that was from 1889 or 98. Sorry, 1898. In
so
Scotland,
to fix the dog's bite wound, they put hair
in it,
inside of it.
inside of it.
What a terrible idea.
Yeah. In Scotland, it is popular belief that a few hairs of the dog that bit you,
oh my God,
applied to the wound will prevent evil consequences.
Okay.
Applied to drinks, it means if overnight you have indulged too freely, take a glass of the same wine.
Oh, whoops.
Within 24 hours to soothe the nerves. That's called alcoholism, when you're like shaky and you just need...
They're trying to be so PC with it, though. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not,
If this dog do you bite? If this dog do you bite, soon as out of your bed, take a hair of the tail the next day. That's in quotes. That makes
That's interesting. I never heard of the hair of the dog referring to the same alcohol.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I never.
Well,
knew that.
I don't know what you were drinking last night, but
not this.
I was gonna say I can't see you drinking vodka.
No,
in a Moscow Mule you do. But.
I will. You know what the trick is, and I usually have very good self-control. And I can also hold my liquor very well, especially if I'm doing one alcohol and if it's whiskey. We're good. We'll be good all night. But when the club is so excited to have me back, because that club loves me. Excuse me.
Oh no.
Sorry. He's like, Chels, all the food, all the drinks you want, you are taken care of. And I'm like, don't tell me that. Please limit me to 2 and we'll go on with our evening. It's weird because I look at him like, sir, do you understand you just opened the floodgates? Right. And it's like,
yeah,
damn it. And that's the time that I have zero self-control. Once I started the show and I knew that the show was underway and it was moving and it was working, it just kept going. And the bartender's like, single or double? And I'm like, don't insult me. Put it in the glass, please. It was bad.
No, self-control is it's difficult.
And you know what is my weekends are my
it's your time. I know.
And so that's when I go balls to the wall.
So why do you feel guilty? It's your time.
I know, but the only reason I feel guilty is because of how I feel this morning, and I know that I've got to be a mom when I pick up Chance, and so it's like I just hope that I can, maybe take a quick nap, take a hot shower, just kind of feel like a human before I pick up my son so that I can spend quality time with him and he doesn't have to massage mom's temples at 2 years old.
Guess what we're going to do today, son?
Right.
It's kind of like Play-Doh.
We're going to play the art of don't talk to me because I hate people right now. So, yeah. So that's that.
Well, the good news is he's not judging you yet.
I don't know. Sometimes he looks at me and I'm like, oh, this kid knows way too much.
Hey, I talked to Danelle the other day and I'm so confused as to why neither one of my boys has their permit yet, their driver's permit.
That's weird. Wait, do they want to drive? I feel like we've talked about this.
That's our problem is we've talked about it. And Derek's gone now 3 times to take his permit test. The last time he went, because you get 3 opportunities to take it if you fail 3 times and you have to pay again. Yeah. But he didn't even go back for his 3rd time. He failed the first 2. He didn't go back, and then it expired. So now he has to pay and start over anyway.
Right.
And
you can get up to 6 questions wrong or something like that?
I'm not quite sure. Something. It's different because now it's all on the computer. But
oh, that's crazy.
But even still, even my youngest they're both able to get their permit now, and I'm very confused by it. I couldn't wait to drive. I couldn't wait to have my permit. I couldn't wait to get this done.
Yeah.
And I finally realized the other day, or I said maybe it's because they don't want to drive our drunk asses around all the time. Like, they know that once they get their permit, that we are just going to be like, you want to drive? Here you go. And then we won't have a limit either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll have a built-in
Our
Uber
our
service.
bills will get more expensive. I I went wine tasting the other day with some colleagues, educational, research. And
That's what I call it too. Yeah.
and I would have loved to be able to hire my son to say, hey, 3 hours, you drive us around.
Yeah.
And not that we shared tastings and stuff, and we drove ourselves, and it was fine because we were sharing, the tastings, the three of us, but still it would have been nice to be able to let loose a little bit and do something like that. But neither one of them wants to get their license. And I can't imagine any other reason besides the fact that they don't want to enable our drinking.
That's interesting, because I feel like people that grow up in California, like getting your license is a rite of passage, and you can't wait to drive. You can't wait to have that freedom. You can't wait to pick up your friends and listen to your music and go wherever you want. Like, I loved that,
Well, maybe the fact you can't do that with your friends anymore.
But then I lived in New York, and in New York, nobody has cars. No one has a car. There are people that are in their 40s and 50s that have never driven, and they have no desire to drive because they don't need to.
Right.
The public transportation in New York is unlike anywhere else, and you don't need to drive. And I never missed it. I was there for 5 years, and I never missed driving.
Well, as of right now, Derek has a job, which congratulations to him. I'm so thrilled.
That's huge.
But he has a job here in town. So it's kind of the same thing. He technically doesn't need to drive.
Right.
But then Danello's still bringing him back and forth, like to work.
Right.
Or if they have a dentist appointment in town or something, like we're still driving them. So it's like we're almost enabling not having your license, where some of this stuff they should be able to take care of, whether it's walk or ride your bike or drive yourself to work.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely, especially in a town this size. Well,
and then we're super close to the high school too.
Yeah.
So that's also another reason. Like, it's not like they're going to be driving to school.
Right.
So I guess what does he really need his license for except for to drive my drunk ass around?
And it's true, but I mean, after high school, that's when the need is definitely going to come up.
Oh, for sure. Because where's he going to go to college?
Or senior year, when he wants to have more freedom, that's when it's going to come up. And it's like, then it'll be more of a thing that they want to do, like something that he wants to go out and get,
which it needs to be. I mean, it needs to be him.
Exactly.
To do it.
Yeah, it's like working out. Like you can force someone to work out, but you're not going to get real results until it comes from the actual person wanting it for themselves. So. I don't know. That's very weird, because I definitely think it's a generational thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, our generation was so excited to drive ourselves. Our generation was excited to go out and get a job and make money. Our generation was excited to go out and do things. Anything. And this generation watches people play video games on YouTube. Like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, play the video game. Even that's a step. You know what I mean? But they don't want to play the video game. They just want to watch someone else play. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. No, I think they would. I think they would play video games, and they do. They play some on their computer.
Yeah.
Some of these online games, especially since they can play with their friends and stuff. But that brings up a whole nother issue. I'm not okay with a friend that they play games with online and them considering them friends.
Oh, these are people that they've never met?
They've never met. If
like
they're playing with their friends.
That they talk on the speaker with and
correct.
Shit. Like, oh, it's so
and
weird.
they're like, my friend Gerald. And I'm like, who's Gerald? Oh, well, I met him online.
Oh, my God.
It's like,
he's a 49-year-old guy sitting in his boxers in his mother's basement eating waffles and just, I mean, it's like.
Correct. And at the same point, I think for me, it's stressing, what is a friend? I mean, a friend isn't someone you play video games with and that's it. A friend is someone that's there when you need them. A friend is somebody you can call when you need help. A friend is somebody you call when you're sad or mad or, whatever. A friend is someone who steps in and helps you throw a party.
Right.
A friend is a support.
Yeah.
Playing a game with a friend, a fake game is not what a friend is.
Yeah, well,
I mean, a friend comes to your wedding. Do you know what I mean?
It puts the perspective that the different perspectives that we have. You know what I mean? Like when at 14 and 15 years old, their perspective of friends is completely different than our, perspective of friends, because emotionally supportive people is not something that they're seeking right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that we need in our life. They need it in their life too, but they're not actively seeking someone who can help support them emotionally. Like, to them, that is what they need right now, is someone to talk to, about shooting this guy in the face and, looking for zombies in this warehouse. Like, it's like that's what they need right now because that's their life.
Right.
It's more important to us to have people in our life that are like, yo, I'm really going through a hard time right now. Can we go, have some coffee and talk this shit out, and it's like, because our outlooks change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. I feel like I was always, and granted, I've always put a really high, expectation on my friendships.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was always looking for friends, like actual friends.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think there was ever a point in my life that was like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to hang out with you now because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and I totally, I second that. I'm mirroring what you're saying because I have friends now that I currently, work out with or see all the time that I've been friends with since middle school.
Right.
And it's like I look at them and I'm like, but you're a stand-up person and you've always been true to your word and true to who you are and next to me through the thick and the thin and the good and the bad. And it's like, that you're someone I want to keep in my life. But there's, that's a small group of people.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly.
Which is fine. I'd rather a small amount than,
Yeah, of course.
Quality over quantity any day.
Did you see that tweet that I think it was a joke. It was a one-liner joke that a comedian tweeted or something. And it said something like, yeah, sure, Jesus turned water into wine. But let's talk about this man being in his 30s and having 12 close friends that he can just have dinner with. And it's like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, it's so poignant because it's like, picking out 12 people that I could call right now and hang out with probably wouldn't happen.
Right.
And
no,
it's
you're
like,
right.
it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. When I did that recently, didn't I? I messaged you or I called you because I had like some sort of emergency. And I didn't know. I was like, who can I call in this situation? I don't have anyone in Benicia that I can call if my babysitter falls through, if I, need someone to help me with Chance, if I need to go somewhere. I was like, Lauren and Danilo, that's it. Like in Benicia, besides my mom, I'm like, if they're not around, I'm done.
Oh, I think it was your resume. That was the... Remember when you were going to print at the library, your resume? That's what it was, on your way to an audition.
I was going to an audition. And
that was it.
That I ruined. I should have just driven off the bridge.
No,
because it was just,
stop it.
I did not
Hey,
do
they
well.
can't all be winners. If they were, we would not be doing this podcast right now.
That's
Those would be
incredibly
in the Hollywood
true,
Hills.
actually. That is a very good statement.
But at least we have something to do. No, I think it's true. And it's very funny, too, to realize that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I know me as a person, and I'm always there to help. And, I know there are the handful of people that you can definitely rely on.
Yeah.
But I also am the type of person that I don't want to put anything on anyone else.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So then it's like, I'm not even utilizing my village that I've created.
Yeah. And and I've definitely had that exact same thought. It's like, yeah, I have this village, great, but I can still do everything, guys. Don't worry about it. Or if I see someone in my village is like, oh, I'm doing this. And then in my mind, I'm like, how can I help them? And what can I do?
Right.
Like, I just, I give myself so much work to do. And I just jump in with 2 feet. And I'm just like, well, as long as everybody else is happy, I don't care if, I just disintegrate into powder that's useless. I don't give a shit. Like, if I'm helping somebody else out, we're good to go. So...
It's not a bad quality. It's not a bad quality. I can't believe you still haven't taken your gosh darn shot.
I know. I'm looking at it's just staring me in the face.
This show's like in its last 7 minutes.
Okay, here we go.
Just do it.
Here we go. God.
Don't think about it.
I know. All I can think is dog hair now.
Let me call my dog over. Let me call her over. Her hair would be hard. It would be too coarse. Too coarse. Don't think about it. Did you swallow it yet? Oh, I thought you kept that in your mouth. You're not supposed to do that. Don't drink your drink.
Shh, be quiet. Oh my God.
She's got goosebumps.
I have so many goosebumps. Shots of vodka is like
it's
the worst thing on the planet.
See, you gotta know how to take shots. You gotta take a shot, and then you gotta put something else in there and swish it around.
You need to stop talking. That was crazy.
Why does my talking have anything to do with the shot you just took?
I don't know. Man. Man. Whew. All right. Maybe I should go work out. I feel great.
We could do some squats on our next show. We really should come up with a healthy alternative.
Oh, man.
On days like this.
Yeah.
When it's really a struggle.
Yeah. That was not an option today. You were like, let's do a shot. Blah, 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 blah. And I already had my cocktail in my hand.
That's because you virtually and literally crawled in the door.
Yeah.
So I, of course, was like, what are my resources? Like, what am I going to do? Give you a hug? No. It's not gonna work. It needs to be something. Advil and a shot. I feel like that's...
And it did. My eyes are open. I'm good.
Your hair's falling out and your skin is crawling. But
It's fine.
You almost vomited. And
well, you made me do a shot of vodka. Yes. So actually, Lauren and I are both traveling this month. Lauren's going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you staying?
MGM's.
Oh, I love that hotel. Yes.
I really, I haven't been there in 6 years, and when I was there, I remember it, but I had this couple come into the winery that said it actually has kind of gone downhill, but the truth of it is...
It's now one of the old ones. Mm-hmm. Like one of the classics.
Yeah.
Like the MGM, like Circus,
used to be
Circus,
like Studio
Luxor.
54 was in there.
Yeah. But now like the Wynn is a big one that people go to a lot.
Aria and Cosmopolitan, those are the two that I was kind of...
Oh, I don't know that.
Wanting to stay at. Yeah. But you know, to be honest with you, I've been to Vegas a handful of times and I'm not a big gambler. So it'll be pool time. We're going to do a cabana one day.
Oh, that's fun.
And,
you're going in July, dude. That's
going to be hot.
Hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's going to be hot. And I'm also the oldest person going, which is new for me because
that's interesting.
I literally, everybody I know or everyone I associate with besides my colleagues at work are all my age or older, besides siblings, you know?
Right.
I don't normally have friends that are younger, but they are all younger. They're in their, late 20s. Mm. So I've got 10 plus years on all of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I refuse to be the mom, and I already told them I'm not momming you. I'm not.
How many moms are going? Wait, how big is the group?
Only one mom.
Okay.
Which is me.
Okay. How many people are going?
Four of us are going. Two of us are married and two of us are single.
Okay. 4 is a good group to go to Vegas with. If you go with any bigger than that, I feel like it's going to a theme park with someone and then
someone's bound to get drunk and lost. Yeah.
Right. Or you want to go on this ride or you want to go to this bar and it's like, let's go for them. And then you hate it. And then
well, this is the part that makes me feel a little bit old. I already told them all, like, if I decide I need to take a fucking nap in the middle of the day, that I'm going and I'm taking a fucking nap. And I don't want to fucking wake up with Sharpie on my face or fucking anything else. I want to hear, no, don't take a nap.
Okay, well, are you guys going for just a getaway, or are you celebrating?
We were going to be celebrating someone.
Gotcha.
We were going to be celebrating a really amazing woman we worked with.
Yes.
Until we found out that she was stealing from all of us.
Yes.
And so she got fired. So now we're not celebrating. Or we are. We're just celebrating,
the fact that she got fired.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, because we're not happy. Honestly, it upset us all. It really did.
That was a really unfortunate stream of circumstances.
Yeah.
For everybody involved, the winery, for you guys, for your friendships.
Yeah.
Because you guys actually,
we did. We got pretty close.
There was a
it was
close
blooming
bond there. Yeah, definitely. And so it's really unfortunate that this had to happen. And to be completely honest, and I'm not in any way defending, but we don't know the circumstances behind her motives for doing that either. And so it's like
I mean, we can justify all you want, but I'm not trying to do that at all. I do that too, and I did that in the beginning. But the truth is, stealing is stealing.
Stealing is stealing.
Sorry,
absolutely,
but that goes against my morals. So, it's unfortunate, but I think it's.
But I'm just saying that goes under the umbrella of unfortunate circumstances within that whole realm.
Yeah.
Is that she did it for a reason. I'm not saying she did it for a good reason, a bad reason, anything like that. But the fact that she felt the need that this was her only way out of whatever it is an unfortunate circumstance. And I'm just, it's just under the umbrella of everything about that situation being unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really glad that you guys are still going to Vegas and you're turning a negative into a positive.
Yeah. And I appreciate the other girls for doing that, because I decided as soon as I found out that I was not going. And they were the ones who encouraged us to continue to go and to, kind of change the mindset and just take a little break. And I think it'll be really good. Danilo will be on a trip as well, so it'll be nice. It'll be a nice little break for both of us.
Okay. Is his trip the same length of time?
No, his is longer.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's going to Alaska, right? He's fishing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
On his bucket list. Yeah. I'm excited for him. I'm really
Does he watch Deadliest Catch?
Yes.
I know all the names of the boats. I love them. Because that was Josh's... that was his go-to when I was pregnant.
Oh, really?
And so when I would just have to lay there because I was in pain or I was uncomfortable or something, I would watch Deadliest Catch. And then he's like, you want to watch another one? I'm like, yes, hell yes, I need to. And it's really addicting, but it's a fascinating.
They did a really good job with that show.
It's a fascinating show. And so.
He also watches Wicked Tuna and.
Oh, see, I don't know that
all
one.
these other,
Now,
things.
Is he going for a certain type of fish, or is he just kind of going for the whole, you know what I mean?
I think it's deep sea fishing.
Okay.
I believe it's deep sea fishing, but we'll see.
That is
I think it's going to be great for him. I'm bummed I can't go, only because watching him sometimes, well, all the time, doing something that he loves is just so enjoyable.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do stuff for himself enough. So
you can say that about both of you guys, though.
Yeah.
I think that it's really good that you guys are taking separate trips. You're going to come back and have all this stuff to talk about and catch up on. And I think it's just going to kind of, not hit the reset button because you guys don't need that right now. But I think that it's just going to really just amp up, your excitement for each other and stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah. The next episode, I'm just going to be like, hi, oh my gosh, hi, oh my gosh.
Right.
I'll be able to hug you that time, next time.
So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to Canada and Idaho and Washington.
Traveling comedy, baby.
I am
That's a huge bucket list for you, too. You've been wanting to do that for so long. I'm so proud of you.
And the only reason I'm a little bit nervous, I love to travel and I love to meet new people. I am a little bit nervous about leaving Chance for over 2 weeks. I've never left him for that length of time, and it's gonna physically hurt. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
I go 3 days now without seeing him, and my heart is just, it's wrenching. So the good news is that he'll be with my mom for over half of the time that I'm gone. She will be taking my time that I would be with him. She will be taking over and having him that amount of time. And so I'll be able to FaceTime him every single day that my mom has him, which is, thank God, so, cause I just need to see him. I need to hear his voice and stuff like that. And this is such a critical age because he's just past 2. So now his vocabulary is coming in every day. He's learning a new word.
Oh, yeah.
And we sing the alphabet together and he's got all the sounds right. I mean, it's just like, and watching him learn is just, it's so fascinating. And it just makes me I cry every single day. I'm like, oh my God, you're learning so much. Oh my God, you're saying banana. I'm done. It's so cute. So, So you guys have exciting shows coming up from us because we're going to tell you all about our traveling. Yay! I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Me too. Here's to spending money.
Cheers! Hey, you can check us out individually on our websites, chelseabeers.com and lauren-kelly.com, to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter at It's Apparent Pod.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count. We out.
Boom! Bye!